You probably know that we have an endocannabinoid system, but are you aware how widespread that system is and how much it does in your body and brain? This is an amazing chart from a cancer review that I will walk through with you. I'm Lex Pelger and I'm sponsored by the Cannabis Health and Research Initiative. We'll pay you $100 to talk about your use of our favorite plant. Link in bio. Also, we have a great newsletter that comes out every 2 weeks curated by me with all the new best cannabinoid science. Let's start up here with the modulation of immune response. And this one's really important. In general, cannabinoids tend to lower your immune responses, but that's not always true because the immune system is so complicated. And it's why you see help for a number of autoimmune conditions, as well as many things related to the immune system. And then the one everybody knows about, the suppression of inflammatory response, as well as pain perception. And if there's anything that cannabinoids do, they lower inflammation, and that tends to help with pain. Though, as you see over here, it also helps with pain perception. As an old rabbi once told me, he liked cannabis because it gave him a distance from his pain so he could go about his day instead of opioids, which would just dull him too much. We also have the modulation of liver fibrosis or liver scarring, and there is some data that cannabinoids help with the liver. Though they do change the activity of certain liver enzymes and how they process drugs in and out of your body. That's why there are some drug interactions that happen. Then one of my favorites, immune regulation in the central nervous system. And this happens primarily via microglia, which are called the guardian immune cells of the brain. And whenever you see data for neurodegeneration or other kinds of brain diseases, you often see the microglia there being part of the reason that cannabinoids help. Then you also have the regulation of the production of reactive oxygen species. Those are also known as free radicals. And those are the molecules that just tear through your body, leaving damage until they're finally quenched. And cannabinoids are excellent at causing antioxidant effects and quenching those free radicals and making sure they do less damage. Then another one of the most well-known things, the suppression of pro-inflammatory cytokines. As I said, cannabinoids are amazing for lowering inflammation, and this is one of the ways that they do that. Also, one of the first things known about cannabinoids was their help for people with chemotherapy and their appetite problems. We know that the endocannabinoids are involved with the regulation of appetite and energy balance. And that's why you tend to see people use cannabis being more lean, and also it helping with people who are having anorexia from their cancer treatment. Motor coordination is another big one. And yes, it can throw off your motor coordination for things like driving, though it is interesting to see that it seems like tolerance develops to the motor coordination effects faster than almost any other effects that happen. So when old stoners say they can still drive okay, there's probably some truth to that. Then there's the double-edged sword of our reward system. And there is some good data about cannabinoids being helpful for substance use disorders, though they're not a silver bullet. But also, cannabinoids can be addictive to people, especially the synthetic cannabinoids that press the CB1 receptor even harder. And so the public health message is that it can both help and hurt your reward system in your brain. Overall, the endocannabinoid system is amazing. I've dedicated my life and my graphic novels to explaining it, and you have CB1 receptors and CB2 receptors spread across your entire brain and body. Please let me know if you have more questions on any of these areas.